I'm fragile. I feel pain. I hurt. I open my eyes. I create. I conquer. I hold the power. I'm a thinker. I crave victory. I do not give up. I feel no fear. I fear no man. I'm an athlete, a warrior.
If you're not going to do it, no one's going to give it to you. What do you want this for? Who are you trying to save? What life do you want? It's only going to be for you. That's the only person that's going to benefit from it. How bad do you really want it?
What? Stop! Genau. Sehr gut.
Giving me a moment to chat with you guys, man. What does it take to win that championship that you guys are talking about? Do you know what it takes? I've won quite a few. As a matter of fact, I've won one on every level. On every level. I'll tell you what it takes. It takes men. It takes real men, because it's going to take process before you get to the prize. Process is to what you're going through right now. Those long dog-ass days, those hard-ass practices, I'm exhausted, man. I'm tired, man. I'm dead, man. Yeah. That's process. And in process, what do we get? We learn who's committed. We learn who we can depend on. We learn this is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet. We learn this is what it takes to be a champion. I bust my ass training. I swear to you, you can't find a person that worked harder than I did, because I was scared. I was scared of Eddie Brown and Stanley Shakespeare, the receivers that played before me, saying I didn't carry that they gave me. They gave it to me as a champion. It was my responsibility to make it and keep it that way. And I wouldn't stand in front of them as a man, and I handed them, after they handed me something, I handed them back nothing. You guys understand what you're wearing, the helmet you're wearing. It ain't just you. It doesn't just involve you. A lot of people paid the way for you.
There's not a person on my team in 16 years that has consistently beat me to the ball every play. Every one of you men in here have that opportunity, man. But ask yourself the question personally, how much time you really wasted? For real. Or do you really represent this? I represent it because it's all I had. It's the only brotherhood I ever been formed to. That's why when I see y'all perform on Saturdays, that is my peace. That's why I run to the hotels. I don't need to talk to nobody before my games. I just need to see what I once came from. I sat in these same chairs you guys sat in, man. I sat around the greatest athletes in the world. And then I found myself totally different, because everybody was asking the question, who is this kid? Oh, pissed off again. Another thing added to the chalkboard.
Something changed!
I'm not asking nobody enough for nothing today. I'm not. I'm just sharing my story to tell y'all, every time you think somebody got it good, man, it ain't always good. Somebody just, some people just make up their mind and they just grind and say the heck with it, man. Because sometimes that's all you can do. How much of our brains are we really going to use? I use mine to tell somebody today, September 11th, when I step on the field against the Pittsburgh Steelers, if that's what God's will is, there's no other man out there willing to give up what I'm willing to give up. I said that in 1993, when I said I wanted to be the greatest Hurricane, and the only thing that I got in the middle of all of that distance is the only thing that follows work is results. There's no other blueprint. I ain't got no other secrets to tell y'all today. I ain't come here for nothing else but to tell you, if you want to do something, work at it. You want a better relationship with God, work at it. You want to understand why pulling your pants up is important, why yes ma'am and no ma'am is important, why being in the meeting with complete silence when somebody walks in, because it's presence and essence that determines respect. So all we talking about. The power of respect is never to disrespect. That's why I was the first one sitting down in the meeting. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all do y'all, I'm good. I got to listen. Something out there I need to grab from it. Sitting on the same football field as you in 1993. And I made a quote that some people call controversy, I call it confidence. I said that I might be the greatest player to ever walk up out of University of Miami. I did not say that because I thought I was better than everybody else. I said that simply because I was willing to put in the work to now be back here 18 years later and tell you the only brotherhood I still have.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you. I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a fan. I do this for you. I do this for my sister, my wife and my kids, cause they part of the team. I do this for all the naysayers and haters who made me one of the greatest. I know it kills you inside, that's why I do this for you.
I do this for the kids who sit a bit outside the mix, who maybe cope through humor just to fit in for a bit, who never let the world know when depression's setting in. To all of those who know you, that impression don't exist. And it ain't counterfeit, it's just a way to counter it. I'm living things I dreamed about, I still encounter it. It ain't something that a cigarette or alcohol can fix, but all because of it, I flipped it quick, went on to write some hits. This is
Hat er nicht die
success.
Kraft in den Armen und nicht zu schützen, der hat dich auf die Nase bekommen. Mit dich auf die Nase kann ich mein Leben an dich
Learn so much in chasing dreams that I never would in school. Depends on where your passion lie. Just no passion never lie. Life presents distractions, but your actions have to fortify. The things that you believe in have to scream it like a battle cry, and leave the ones who didn't looking stupid while they're asking why. Couldn't lie. I really do this for the ones I love. Those who treat the music as
dass ich meine Augen in meinen Daumen drin habe, den Ball eindrehe, safe, meine Augen immer drauf sind, weil mir ist scheißegal, ob ich jetzt umgerannt werde oder nicht, der Ball ist wichtig für mich, weil wenn ich den Ball hier tippe, bin 20 Yards gefallen, gucke aber auf den DB, weil ich Schiss habe, der ist umgeholzt, dann fällt der Ball runter, habe ich 15 Yards nichts geschafft und Rücken kaputt. Habe ich den Ball aber safe drin und ziehe ihn rein, ja, habe ich auf jeden Fall die 15 Yards, das heißt, es war nicht umsonst, egal was passiert. Das ist das Wichtigste bei der ganzen Sache. Ja. Macht euch auch ein bisschen sicherer, stabiler im Kopf, dass ihr keine Angst habt vor dem Kontakt. Damit fangen wir an.
Do this for my mother, she'll be working for the summer. Do this for my father, cause these days I often wonder what my life would have been like if I was not adopted. To grow up in a home where I was treated like a problem. I don't know, it's just a guess. Your guess probably good as mine. Lucky that I grew up in a home that wanted me to shine. Lucky that I grew up around some mountains we were taught to climb. Without that inspiration, I don't think that this would be my life. Do this for my friends who've scattered all across the country now. I'm out in Sweden walking back through life so I can write it down. Make a living off the sound, so crazy to say out loud. I'm the biggest thing since Travis Rice to come up out the town. Sorry, gotta stunt a little. Used to have my dreams belittled, but it's all a part of it. I know people's minds are fickle, lines between reality and dreams I blur like faded nights. Come up been so good for me, I wish that I could make it twice.